Inside Intel's new Arizona fab, the company's fate hangs in the balance. Intel was once the world's largest semiconductor company, but its market cap plummeted in recent years as the chipmaker fell behind Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company and spent billions of dollars trying to catch up. Now, Intel has entered high-volume production of 18A, the new chip node it says will turn things around. The biggest problem is convincing a big chipmaker to trust Intel with manufacturing on the new node. For now, Intel's only major customer is itself. The company's long-awaited Core Ultra Series 3 PC processor, codenamed Panther Lake, will come to PCs in January as the first major product made on 18A. Intel is pinning its hopes of attracting customers on a new chip fabrication plant, Fab 52, in Chandler, Arizona. Intel's 18A is generally on par with TSMC's 2nm node in some metrics such as transistor density. But as Intel works out the kinks after years of delays, some 18A wafers have had defects, making for a lower number of usable chips per wafer, typically referred to as yield. Intel's renewed focus on foundry manufacturing chips for outside clients came when Pat Gelsinger took the helm as CEO in 2021. Gelsinger was pushed out last December and replaced by Lip-Bu Tan in March. With Intel awaiting a big outside customer, the U.S. government stepped up in August, taking a 10% stake in the company with an $8.9 billion investment. Days earlier, SoftBank invested $2 billion. Followed by a $5 billion investment from NVIDIA, which agreed to use some Intel technology but didn't commit to using its foundry. Intel largely missed the mobile revolution, famously turning down a deal to make Apple's processors for the original iPhone. Then came a miss in AI. In 2024, Intel saw its worst year ever, losing about 60% of its value. The plunge came after two of its previous chip nodes were delayed by several years. Naga Chandrasekaran is now in charge of Foundry. He says the company is making yield improvements and hitting goals, believing they have turned the corner. His top goal is finding Foundry customers and changing the internal culture to focus on execution. Finding customers for 18A won't be easy. Unlike TSMC, which only makes chips for outside clients, Intel also makes devices powered by its own chips. This positions them as a competitor to the customers they hope to land. Some analysts suggest that if Intel separated its manufacturing and design businesses, it would have a better shot at success. For now, Intel hopes Panther Lake will be a big proof point when it debuts in PCs from major companies like Samsung, Dell, and HP in January. Recent reports suggest AMD is considering manufacturing at Intel, and one analyst predicts Apple may once again make some Mac chips at Intel by 2027. The stakes are incredibly high. Currently, 92% of the world's most advanced chips are made in Taiwan. Industry experts warn that depending on a single location so close to the Chinese coast is a precarious situation for the global economy. Intel's leadership maintains there is no other option than to be successful to move the world forward with AI.